Boys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here for second day of the year, or it's the third day of the year. Third day of the year, third day of content. When we're not doing daily content. I got Cher Wazowski behind me, and I've got the People's Guild loaded up in front of me. We're doing a guild review here for our free-to-play guild. Quick summary for those of you that don't know what this is. About 14 months ago, give or take, AP Gaines started the People's Guild, and then went to go fight for our country. Thank you for your service, AP Gaines, if that's actually what you ended up doing. And we were all left without a home, and so we rose up and took over, and now we have a wonderful home known as the People's Guild. We've been going for about 14 months. I've been leading this guild, and every single person is free to play. If anyone spends money, we kick them out. And I want to show you a little bit of what we're doing, where we're at. We had to go through all of the raids, all of the original content, and yeah, I want to show you a little bit of progress of where we're at. Territory War is about to lock in, so it looks like we're going to have 42 out of 50, so not ideal. One of the things that I am looking forward to in the guild is we're at 77.1 million GP out of the 80 million we need for Darkside Geo TB. One of the other things we've been pushing for, and I've kind of been pushing like February, March as the deadline for this, and I'll hop over to swiggle.gg for this, is that I am trying to push people to get their geos up to a level to where we can clear the Watt mission. Now we have some folks that are Geonosian. We have some folks that are newer to the guild and haven't had a chance to get their geos up, which is totally fine. But for those of us that have been around for a bit, who have a little bit over 2 million GP or so, I'd like for all of us to start working towards our geos. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of us with Gear 12 geos. 5, 6, 7 of us with Gear 12 geos. Let's sort by gear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of us with Gear 12 Geos. So pretty solid so far, or Gear 12 GBA. I could go through and check all the other Geos, but so far for having the deadline out for another month or two, I'm pretty comfortable with that. Another quite a few that have at 11, one at 10, and then a couple people that need to get on their shit and get their GBA up. But I'm really excited to hop over to Darkside Geo TB. I am a little worried if we'll even be able to get to the Watt mission with only 80 million GP. I'm not done all the in-depth planning on that. So if you guys have tips on Darkside Geo TB, it's been so long since I've done that or planned for it. I'd appreciate it. Throw them in the comments below. As of right now, we are getting about 31 stars in Imperial Retaliation, slowly improving. Our light side's a little slower. We had quite a few people go for Executor rushes, and so quite a few Bounty Hunters, quite a few Imperial Trooper teams out there that we've had. So that has obviously helped our progress in Darkside a little bit more than our progress over on Light Side TB. Let's talk about raids real quick. We've been running Speeder Bike for the last several raids, as you can see. After clearing the Heroic Sith raid, we had the option to go to Naboo, but the problem with Naboo, as I'm sure many of you are aware, is that the teams that are available in Naboo are not super early game friendly. If we go to the Battle for the Naboo tab, I mean, this is what my account looks like right now. I mean, yeah, I could probably get up like a B2 Maul Sidious and do like 450k maybe or 300k on the first tier. But like, I can't afford to go work on Gungans right now. I really can't afford to go drop everything and work on Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, Obi-Wan. Certainly didn't get Queen Amidala. Going for 5 Relic 5s or 4 Relic 5s in order to get Jar Jar isn't going to happen. Ki-Adi-Mundi, none of us can get, literally. The Trash Jedi from the Jedi Allies Lightspeed bundle were free to play, so none of us bought that Lightspeed bundle. Working on them outside of a Lightspeed bundle doesn't really make sense. And so at that point, you're left with like anyone who farmed Grievous, and that's kind of it. So us in Naboo is just not going to happen. We are not even going to get first crate. So we haven't tried Naboo. We've been sticking with Speeder Bike instead, and allowing those rewards to come in, which have actually been pretty nice. We've been getting around 37, 36 million on the last few, which I think is one crate higher than what we had been doing previously. I think we recently upped our rewards. Yeah, we've been recently getting to this third crate, this 36 million. Ain't no way we're getting to this third crate on Naboo, so we'd be seeing a decrease in the Mark II raid currency for sure. I think we'd be at the first crate, so I don't think that extra Mark III is worth the difference in Mark I and Mark II that we're getting in this speeder bike raid. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below, but I think it's the best option for the guild right now. However, once a new guild gets announced, as best we can, I would like for us as a guild to be able to push towards that, because we are in a spot, I think, where a lot of us are finishing our first farms and are looking to kind of round out our rosters a bit more, and I think guild rewards is going to be something that, if we can focus on and do a bit more of, could really help us out. You guys didn't see any of that I was just showing, but all I was showing was the guild rewards with the speeder bike. Just higher rewards as you go higher in tiers, obviously. And this third crate has more Mark II and Mark I than either of the other two crates below it. So, wow, I'm a professional. This is the problem with alt tabbing, is that if I don't minimize the browser, it stays open. I do this on stream all the time. With Territory Wars, we are doing okay. We got about a 60% win rate in Territory Wars. The problem is that if we just run into a team that's really strong, we just kind of lose. For example, on our last one, we ran into a SOKR up top and Jabba on the bottom, and we just don't have the rosters to round that out yet. However, that may change in the future, because if we look at our profile, we actually have 2 executors. I think we have a third one on the way very soon, and we have a Galactic Legend Leia. Shout out to Ahsoka Tano, wherever you're at. I thought you'd be higher GP, arena rank. You're probably high arena rank. Yeah, who recently finished his Leia journey. However, he still needs to work on gearing Leia, or they need to work on gearing Leia, and so a little bit of time before this is fully functional and running. But we put that on defense last Territory War. It got one shot, so I think offense may be where we put that going forward, so that way if we do run into like an SOKR or something, or a Jabba or something, we can clear at least one zone, and hopefully that's enough to get us the win for now, because right now it's a little rough. As far as skill rating, as far as GAC goes, most players are hovering still in higher Carbonite. It's really hard to climb out of Carbonite. I mean, if I just look at my opponents, you'll see that, where is it? GAC. You'll see some of the opponents I've faced in GAC. Can I look at your actual roster? Yeah. 6.3 million GP. 2.7 million GP, so I probably should have won this one. I think he was just a little bit stronger than I was. Yeah, I mean, quite a few more relics than what I have on my account currently. And so, yeah, it's just that a lot of us, I think, are in the same boat with this, where we're just getting placed against people who are relatively inactive and just hover in this Carbonite Bronzium area, and it's just hard to climb past them. I'll say it, I've said it before, I'll say it again, we really need a revamp of GAC matchmaking, because this is not particularly enjoyable. I don't love playing GAC on this account. I have fun on GAC on my main account. I don't have a ton of fun on this account. I am repping third spot for skill rating, and also, what am I at for GP? Sixth spot for GP total, for my account doing the Leviathan Rush. So everybody else below me, step it up, especially you, Tadana. But yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. We're getting prepped for Darkside GOTB. I think that's the big step for us next as a guild. By the time we do this update next month, we will have completed probably a Darkside GOTB, or at least started one, hopefully. I forget all the schedules. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for more of us to be getting out of Carbonite eventually. I think that we're kind of on the precipice of that, where a lot of us are getting close to having a GL counter, if we don't quite have one yet. I don't know about myself. I don't know when I'll have a GL counter. Probably not till I get Jedi Knight Luke, and then I'll be able to kill an SLKR, but that's about it. I got to do all of my other stuff first. But we do have a couple of GLs that people are starting to unlock. Quite a few GL ships people are starting to unlock. I think the people that have already unlocked the GL ships, you can see Professor Free to Play is one of them, and Tadana, I think, is the other one. They are getting nice payouts in Fleet Arena, which is helping them accelerate their farms towards, I believe Todana's going for Jabba. I think Professor Free to Play said he's going for C, I want to say. I can't remember. I can't really tell just off of looking at this, but I believe he said he's going for C. So we have a couple people branching out into other GLs. I know we have a couple of Lord Vader rushes that are progressing along. If we look at, see, the problem is I have to remember all of these. Flopsy is the other one I think who's pretty close to Executor. Yeah, somewhat close. So I think he'll be getting it somewhat soon. Yullark's the one that's doing the Lord Vader rush, I think. So General Anakin Skywalker's coming up. Let's look at your collection real quick. Oh no, he's going for JMK. Okay, cool. But anyways, this isn't supposed to be going into every single person's individual roster, but we have quite a few people that are just like on the precipice of their big farms. Panic's the one who's actually going for Lord Vader. And I think once those people do complete those farms, that... Oh wow, he's actually getting kind of close. Where's Imbo? Imbo's at gear 12, okay. But yeah, I think once these people finish these farms, we should add quite a few GLs in the next few months, I think. And I think our territory war record will drastically improve after that. Obviously, the extra GP and combat missions help with progressing in TV. And I'm hoping that we can get... I'm hoping for 30 plus Watt shards the first time we can get to the mission. I don't know if that'll be the first time we do GOTB, but I'm hoping that... I'm hopefully optimistic that we can get that far. So anyways, boys... I've been rambling for a little bit. I appreciate you sticking around with the People's Guild. We do have 5 spots open right now. I think 6 spots, actually. We do have 1 inactive that probably needs to be removed. But we do have a few spots open. If you want to join the People's Guild, if you'd like to start a free-to-play account, we are still accepting people. So link in the description for the People's Guild Discord. You can play along with us. But other than that, I love you guys, and I will see you tonight, maybe, for a members only stream, assuming nothing happens in my life that causes me to not be able to do that. But members only stream tonight, and then hopefully a territory war GAC stream tomorrow. So love you all, take care, and peace.